You like the juice, eh?
Yeah,
The juice is good, eh?
yeah.
Dímelo, bro, Dominican York. What's going on, mi gente? What is going on? Wow, what a beautiful fragrance I'm wearing today. Creed's AVENTUS for her. Coñazo. Oh, this is good. And I got a metal cap. What does that mean? I don't know. I haven't looked up batch code and find out what year or whatever. Wow. Aggressive atomizer off curtain. Decent amount of juice. Not the most amount of juice I've seen. But I got to tell you. This stuff. Yeah. Listen. Again, I shimmy and I shake because the stuff really hits. And, you know, I wear fragrances that I enjoy to wear, that I have a passion for in some facet or some way or another. AVENTUS for her is a stunner. This is only my second time wearing this fragrance. Now, I've worn it around the house. This time I've actually gone out and I had to do a couple things out and about. Not to work. I should wear this to work pretty soon. But man, I think this is a year round. Feels so good. It smells absolutely amazing, guys. You do get a men's AVENTUS feel, but taken in a total different direction. Totally different direction that, honestly, I might even like this better than the men's AVENTUS. And we're going to have to do a comparison of the two. We have to. I haven't done that yet. I have not done that yet. We will definitely compare his and hers. 50 mil, 75 mil. Anyway, let's go see what first Fragrantica has to say. Accords that we're going to pick up. Major accord is fruity. Then a citrus woody. Then a powdery musky. And then a floral fresh. And then an amber soft spicy green. Oh. You know what? I get all of that. I really get all of that. If you read the description under my YouTube short where I'm spraying this guy, you'll see that I kind of said all of those things. So, top notes: green apple, bergamot, lemon, patchouli, pink pepper, and violet. Very nice. Midsection: musk, rose, sandalwood, and styrax. I can't believe they put styrax in there. Then at the base, black currant, peach, amber, lilac, ylang ylang. I'd like to see what Creed said. AVENTUS for her marks the irresistible feminine counterpart to the legendary AVENTUS. And this to me, this is gender neutral. I mean, it does have that floral aspect, a fruity floral aspect that a lot of people might, find a lot more feminine. Yes, there is a femininity to this, but I'm telling you, it's a unisex frag. A fresh and fruity perfume, perfect for the strong, modern woman of today. This is, I think, rather strong. Wow, the 75 mil is $460. Coñazo. Where are we gonna see the notes at? Where are we gonna see the? Okay, head notes. We're right here, guys. I didn't want that. Close that. Head notes: green apple, bergamot, pink pepper, and lemon. I think that's what we had before. Mid notes, or heart notes, as Creed says: rose, lilac, ylang ylang, black currant, pineapple, and peach. So they did move stuff around. You see, Fragrantica did not have this correct. Then at the base, we have sandalwood, cedarwood, patchouli, musk, and ambroxan. Wow. This is so good. A fragrance of distinction. Stands alone with its unique blend of the finest ingredients. A zesty burst of fruits blossoms into a decadent floral heart, opulent, sensual. It dries down to a woody base blended with the House of Creed's signature ingredient of ambergris. Feminine counterpart, acclaimed AVENTUS Eau de Parfum, celebrating the pioneering women who have helped to shape the House of Creed's legacy, made to measure for those who dare to be different. This woody perfume, you see, woody, for her is an exhilarating and empowering, I don't know, what? So yeah, I've got a gold cap. Because I have seen some white caps on some recently. Now I wonder if different sizes come with that white cap. So there's the 30. There's the 240. Yeah, that's it. So they don't have 100 mil. It goes from 75 to 240. Now this is Creed Boutique, which is the U.S. site. So it did have an option of going to an overseas site. But yeah, guys, this is a stunner for me and my nose and my sensibilities. Now, I ended up really buying this because I bought it at a price that I don't find anywhere online anymore. You know, I bought it at a price I do not see anywhere online anymore. Yeah, I don't see the price that I paid for this anywhere online. I've looked because I thought this might be one to get a backup bottle of. Not that I was definitely going to do it, but at least I wanted to research. And I can barely find this for under $200 now, where I paid way less than that. But I guess I got it for a steal. And that's the thing. When you find something for a steal, sometimes you gotta risk it to get the biscuit. And you gotta go for it. Man. Guys, now I spray the back of my neck, under my shirt before. Actually, I put a t-shirt on, I spray under my chest, or my chest under the t-shirt. And I do spray the back of my neck. So some gets on the t-shirt, spray my the inner part of my arms, my inner elbows. Now when I put my shirt on, I like to spray again so I get some on the shirt. I do like to have some on clothing. Sometimes I do a ball spray, especially when I'm going to work and in the car, I'll do a ball spray. Because sometimes, you know, leaving late at night, I don't want to really spray in the house. I'll wait till I get in the car and then bounce. But, you know, again, a lot of the things that I get are exactly, you know, I get a citrusy, fresh, vibrant opening. Not as vibrant as AVENTUS, as his AVENTUS, or the OG AVENTUS. It seems to get, it goes in the florals really carry it in a different direction while still having some sensibilities of the Creed AVENTUS. And I'm going to tell you, there's a note in here that my wife didn't like. She said it smelled a little bit like an old woman, and I get that, because this really reminds me of one of my aunts, whose family used to babysit me, right? Now I found out that family now lives here in North Carolina where I live, and they were living literally 5 minutes away from me when I lived in Apex. But their mom, God bless her, she's still with us, a spitfire. I mean, she's just an incredible woman. And their family, you know, because I was going to school in the Bronx, actually I was living with another aunt. Our family was, when we first moved back to New York, we were staying in not Gun Hill. Oh my God, I can't even think of but we were in the Bronx after moving back from Florida in 85, 84. You know, I lived in Florida from 79 to 84, 85. And then we moved back to New York, mid 80s. I was 10 years old, approximately 9 going on 10. And I remember they were babysitting me. I was going to it might be PS 115, Castle Hill. off Castle Hill. Anyway, I was going to, I'm pretty sure it was PS 115. And after school, I'd go to their house and they'd babysit me. I even didn't come home a few times and they called the cops because I was missing. That happened twice. They called the cops. And you know, the cops are out looking for me because I'm 9, 10, 11, and I'm already like not coming home. You know, shortly after that, when I hit 12, 13, it was a wrap. I was living in Manhattan, Washington Heights, my grandma's, and it was a wrap for me after that, bro. I started breaking night. Sent me to live with my dad. I was there for a minute. First time my dad actually punched me. Now, he could have beat my ass, but he didn't. He just punched me dead square in my chest and knocked me on my ass. He knocked me on my ass with one punch, of course. You know, I was 12, 13. I didn't have no business coming home at 3, 4 in the morning, and my dad wasn't going to have it. He's like, you ain't following my rules, you got to go. So I moved back with my grandparents. They wanted to send me to DR in the night, I went out clubbing that night. The next day I was supposed to leave on a plane. I was not at home in time to get on that plane. And I got in the house and my grandfather would padlock the door. So you had to have the key. Well, hopefully he didn't padlock it. You know, because after it was padlocked, you couldn't get in. I had to make sure, wake him up to let me in. And if they had the bar on the door, you really couldn't push the door open. Yeah. But I remember getting chased into the bathroom and my grandpa hitting me with his belt. It was an old-timey belt, and it didn't do anything to me, man. Getting hit like that didn't do a thing. A los 13 ya, loco. No. I don't know, man. I was a rebellious kid. You know, I grew up in a Seventh-day Adventist home, so thank heavens that I've got such a great foundation that my parents instilled in me. But growing up in Washington Heights, bro, you're exposed. New York City. Growing up in New York City, you are exposed and have a lot available to you, right? And you can go that way. You can go this way. You can stay on the path, right? Anyway, all that just to say that this really reminds me of Titi Medium. For some reason or another, that just gives me that vibe that she had, you know, that very upscale, fresh. Oh my goodness. God bless you. I love you and I miss you guys. Sorry that I don't really go hang out with you guys. Yeah, we're gonna compare Aventus for her and OG Aventus. Now this is, I'm pretty sure, an F batch. Has to be. There's no way it isn't. MSL, yeah, F. No, that's Ecomundo. Creed Paris, F000308. F000308. Don't know what that means. Beautiful atomizer. Now this one's a plastic cap. This Aventus has a plastic cap. That's so good. But the creamy florals and sandalwood. Aventus in the right, Aventus for her on the left. Let's start with Aventus. This is delicious, guys. If I had a bigger bottle, I'd probably be wearing it more often. Well, not true, because I have so many things. I'm almost, well, not halfway, but I'm a third of the way through that bottle already. So good. Fresh. Airy. This adds some creamy floralness to it, guys. Aventus for her, again, a very similar profile. It's like they took Aventus and then added a whole bunch of other things. And this is just as good. And for mine, it was maybe even better. because it doesn't simplify it. I read that somewhere that somebody said, yeah, it doesn't simplify it, but it takes it in another direction. So well done. Guys, absolutely stunning. They do not smell alike. Not at all. Aventus almost feels shallow in comparison to Aventus for her. And even in the color, you can kind of see it. There's a yellow tint, and it might be coming from just, I don't know, but there's a yellow. I'm going to show you. These are both 2 clear bottles, but there is a slight coloration to the Aventus for her juice. Yeah, slight coloration to the Aventus for her juice that's not in the OG Aventus. Guys, but this is well worth the money. It is the king, okay? It is. Aventus for her is no substitute. It does its own thing, and it does it outstandingly well. Put your nose on it. Get your nose on Aventus for her, guys. And what do I have? This is one of my first frags. In 2024, when I got my wife her fragrances for her birthday, and then I fell in love with ombre leather after smelling it. My goodness. I wanted to get more frags. You know, I was getting out of buying sneakers. I weaned myself off of buying shoes. Now, shoes, I got plenty of shoes. Let's see what, oh, and by the way, this is Club de Nuit Intense Man, and this is the EDP. The big 6.7 or 6.8. I know I don't even have any business bringing that out. But I mean, I've had it for a year and a half. See what the atomizer does. Kind of aggressive atomizer, but not a lot of juice. Aventus in the right. Club de Nuit Intense, EDP in the left. Oh, I shouldn't have put it up to my nose. You get the so much smoother. Aventus OG is smoother. Now this is settled down. And this will settle down, but just off the strip right now, I'm getting a little harshness. And it might be the woody facet that is creeping through immediately. Or a musky, woody facet. Like a dirty pineapple. I never understood that before. Got it. Wow, this is still so clean. I mean, and it was clean from the first spray, and I put it up to my nose after, comparing Aventus for her and Aventus. No comparison, guys. Quality is different, man. So what if, no, this is completely, we can't even compare Club de Nuit per show. I'd like to, but I don't think this belongs in that conversation now. When and if I do get Aventus Absolute, we're going to do a comparison with Club de Nuit per show 1. But I do want to put it on strip. I hate that little tassel making all that noise. Not hate it, dislike it. Dislike it. Cleaner. A lot closer to Aventus, but you could tell there's a sweeter woodiness. Even on paper. Yeah, so they don't compare. Actually, A lot more similar between AVENTUS OG and Club de Nuit Press Show 1 than it was with Club de Nuit EDP. That's AVENTUS for her. You could tell AVENTUS for her. It has this sandalwood creaminess. So, Club de Nuit EDP, Press Show 1. Oh, that's good. EDP settled down. It's not as dirty anymore. And Press Show is picking up this woody sweetness that you get in a lot of more common designer DNAs. And that's Press Show. So I don't know that Absolute would do that. Got to get a sample. I have to get a sample of AVENTUS Absolute. Have you guys tried all of these? Drop a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Is Creed AVENTUS still the king? Have you tried AVENTUS for her? Do you think it's too feminine, too floral? Now, I know a lot of people enjoy Club de Nuit, and a lot of people get the EDT. I've got the EDP. It was, to me, the better bargain. I got the big bottle for a little more or double the price. And it wasn't as much as, in 2024, it wasn't as much as the limited edition. Now, I don't have the X-Straight either. I've heard the X-Straight is good. Now, the other one is, do you like Press Show 1? And is that your best interpretation of the AVENTUS DNA? Now, I didn't bring up, I've got other frags that kind of mimic the DNA. Well, one for sure. Maybe others. And I'm speaking of Cedrat Boisé, which doesn't smell the same, guys. It just doesn't. It's like their take on it, their way of going about things. And I've got Hasivat and Hasivat X. So good. So good. So good. But today's star of the show, 100% banger, in my opinion. And for me, and I mean, it's been a solid 4 hours, and I didn't spray again until now. And I don't think I had to, because I felt myself having a presence when I was out and about, 2 hours in. So yeah, 2 hours in, of course I'm going to have a presence. But, 3 hours later, after eating, doing everything I do, washing hands, getting garbage out and just living life, man. Now I get a little bit on clothing, my collar, sometimes on my sleeves, sometimes, at my pants. So yes, and then it's going to be on the inside of my shirt because I spray my chest. And when I spray my chest, you guys have seen it. The mist just comes through and kind of permeates the clothing. But yeah, AVENTUS for her, absolute stunner. It does have a feminine lean. So if you guys aren't cool with that, stay away. Get a sample. But for me, this is all you can be. This is delicious stuff. And this is a year-round banger for me. Anyway, que Dios me lo bendiga.